Oh hi, didn't see you there. Actually I did, I was the one who started the recording. I was just practicing pressing the button combination to use a spell card. It's not easy, I'll say that much. The air fighting games, you just pretty much have to press 2 buttons and then you do it. But like, this one is so easy to get wrong. You kind of have to, like, with like your 2 fingers on the down and forward key, you kind of have to like slide across them, kind of. Like you press down, and then you press right, and then you press A, but you have to press right before you let go of down, and then immediately let go of down the moment you start pressing right, but make sure there's that like split second where you're holding both for a second, and then let go of right, so now you're not holding any direction, and then press A. If you press A a moment too early, like you're still holding right when you press it, then it does that. If you press it too late, then, well, that wasn't very late at all. Like, if you press it way too late, then nothing happens because the game just thinks that you're pressing like the dash button, but not going anywhere. You gotta do it just early enough, but not too early either. You can't do it too early, you can't do it too late. You've gotta do all of the button combinations perfectly, or else the game won't, like, believe that you're trying to use your spell card. The process that I have went through to try to get better at using this is a process that can't be explained using words. It's just something that you feel. There's no way to like logically write down or ever hope to explain what you're doing differently to be able to do it, outside of what I was already able to explain with the doing the thing. But it is nearly impossible to explain the rhythm that you have to do. You just kind of have to do it for a while and figure it out. You just need to practice. Otherwise, you'll have no idea how it works. Because all the game gives you to go off of is down, down right, right, D. That's just what it says in the pause menu. But you just have to learn the timing all on your own. The reason I have to practice now is that I actually haven't played this game in a while. That episode where I attempted Marissa's story was actually recorded quite a while ago. Fantasy Seal is way better than Fantasy Orb, though. Like, you can do it so often that the, like, practice mode AI doesn't have time to land and regenerate its health. It just sort of becomes a zombie until it lands with no health. And even when I'm doing it consistently like this, every once in a while I'll forget how to do it and then have to relearn by failing twice. And then finally getting it again. And then the bot will end up on the other side of me. So I'll have to, like, also readjust to doing the button combination in reverse. Pressing left instead of right. This game is kind of ridiculous in the way it has you do things. Alright, so I think I've got it. Now, hello everybody and welcome back to IaMP, as it is so brilliantly abbreviated. I did not finish Marissa's story last time. I feel like the process of doing this game is going to be a little bit different to how I did the other ones. Because usually, like, the fighting games took like 2 episodes. But then the air fighting ones only took like 1 episode for 2 stories. Once I got going. And it's just not going to be organized neatly. Probably. I mean, I haven't started except for doing your campaign, so I have no idea. So it looks like I'm going to have to do this all over again. I'll see you when I get to where I was. Hopefully without using a continue. I have to remember how to play as you. I did that one so well this time. Like, oh my god, last time I struggled so much and I don't know why. God, that attack is so good. It just hits instantly and it clears all of your bullets. I can actually, like, cancel that attack. If you, like, get near me, then I could just... BAM! I mean, it didn't demonstrate it well that time because you just died, but... If I hit you before you can summon your knives, you don't summon your knives at all. Wonderful. Wish I'd known that the first time. Alright, I'm gonna actually do this to see if it helps, because... I was editing, like, the last part of Hopeless Masquerade, and, I got quite a bit louder in certain parts, so hopefully distancing my microphone. Like, the microphone is actually below my chin right now. Well, it's a distance away from my chin, it's not, like, directly under, but it's not even at chin height anymore. If the audio sounds weird, then that's why. Bam! Beautiful. We good? Okay, piece of shit microphone just fell on my lap. Like, seriously, there's nothing holding this mic in except for it being, like, slotted into this thing. And if it decides to tip forward, then the mic falls out. Like, it has one of those little mic arm things, like you attach the thing to something and then you have like a thing that you can adjust and move that holds your microphone. But at the end of that, like, arm thing is basically a little hole, and then you put, like, part of the microphone into the little hole, and it holds it there. Problem being that that hole is, like, attached to, like, a pivot thing. A really loose one that can fall down at any second. And when it does, the microphone, which is just loosely held inside the thing, falls out. Haha! I love when you get stun locked so you literally can't avoid an attack. Especially when it's an easy attack like this one. I'm not doing any damage, there we go. like 90% of that spell card was you on like your last bit of life. Can't use my spell card. There we go, finally let me use it. And it only did half of your health. Wait, yeah, what? I thought I won for a second, because I hit her and then it said I won. Alright, doing it on easy from now on. I am completely convinced that normal and above is impossible. At least for Marissa's story. I don't know if you fight Vermilion in all the stories, but for that one, definitely impossible. I wish this game had more difficulty options. I mean, as it stands right now, there's very easy, and then there's impossible, impossible, and impossible. If only there was like a normal mode, you know? Like one between very easy and impossible. Like one that offers a moderate challenge, but can be beaten. You know what I'm saying? Like a mode where the AI is actually able to damage you, but also where it doesn't completely stun lock you and make it impossible for you to do anything. Basically, yeah, what I said earlier. I wish there was a normal mode to this game. But apparently the game designers thought, hey, let's just put in very easy, impossible, impossible, and impossible. And we'll just leave it at that. Like, we don't need to put any more modes in. That's all that people are going to care about. Okay, just look at, like, the difficulty spike in this game. This, like, easy mode was so easy that I was able to do all of the fights leading up to this in total in about, like, 5 to, what, 10 minutes? Probably closer to 5. Meanwhile, you've actually managed to kill me once, where like, any of the other opponents I faced before you literally couldn't damage me beyond, like, the number 3 in players times 3. Meanwhile, you've actually killed me twice. Very good game design. Maybe I should have organized it so that I don't play 2, like, awkward first attempt games in a row. I just came off of Hopeless Masquerade, and now I have to play this game. Oh well, once we get to Scarlet Weather Rhapsody, things should return to order. Hopefully. Watch as I interrupt Fantasy Orb every time you try to use it. You know, it's pretty nice that the AI operates under the same rules that, like, players do. You know, that you can't use a spell card if you keep getting attacked before you can use it. But it also creates these, like, awkward situations like this. Not that this spell card is any good. Like, because you don't take any knockback when you use a spell card, I was able to just keep hitting you over and over again. Oh, you actually have dialogue this time, that's right. It's weird, your sleeve is practically non-existent in that pose. Your detached sleeve that defies all logic. Just take that part where I said defies all logic, and That's how you define Kensokyo. That's literally the premise. Yep. That's what that is. She's always suspicious. It's just the kind of person that you are. Does this tech end? Oh, it does. For a second I was like, maybe it doesn't end and I just need to go to the other side of the area and just shoot at you. It would have been good to know that that does that before it happened. Oh, you can't dash through it? Okay. Good to know. You can block it, though. Seems to be the only way to counter it, I guess. Whoa, I don't even remember this part. Oh, I thought you were starting to do a new thing. Oh, you're gonna be showing up, that's right. I read the spell card name and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be so close. Aha. I see the line shows where you're gonna go. Yeah, I can't dash through it. Wait, I just did then. By accident. What the... Okay. Bye-bye. Get tricked. Get absolutely removed. This could be a problem. Well, at least I'm free to use continues here, I'm pretty sure. Well, this will be interesting. Here's what I'm predicting is going to happen. I'm going to get absolutely destroyed. I'm going to have to use a continue, and then once I use a continue, I'll finally have enough lives to beat you. Oh yeah, that's what that attack is. I like remembered. Like right before you came down, and it's like, oh right. The best part about that attack is every time you do it, like, it sort of lags the enemy's animation for like a couple frames. So they end up staying where they are longer, and you can kind of sunlock them. I don't understand the name of this attack at all. Elf Fire? What is this, Christmas? Maybe if I knew what it was translated from, I would have an easier time understanding it. Probably have an easier time understanding everything in this game if I knew what its original, like, Japanese form meant. Oh, I'm so tempted to use my spell card right now. So tempted to use Final Spark, but no. I'm gonna save it for when I need it. I forgot what this is about. What can I even expect from this? That apparently. Okay, so that's the window of opportunity I have to hit you. Okay. And I missed it entirely. I can kind of get more hits off if I shoot some projectiles so that they hit you before I dive in for the melee. Oh wait, I recognize this one. No, it doesn't reach you. Oh well. Oh boy, here comes the interesting part. Oh boy. Damn it. Haha! First try. Last time I had to use a continue. Whew. This is like the second time I've played a game in which you absolutely cannot tell how much health you have at a certain point. Like, in the other game I played, it was just random. In this game, it's like, it just happens at the end. And in both cases, it is extremely stressful whenever you get hit. Because you don't know how many hits you can take. So you end up having to treat every hit as if it's your last. And every time you do get hit, you're like, oh god, I can't afford to keep this up. I'm gonna die if I get hit again. And then you get hit again, and you're even more, like, uneasy. It's like, ah. I finally did it. This probably has enough to be its own episode. Or even two. I've been recording for an hour. Again, you look so weird without your hat. I mean, I wouldn't say that's a necessarily bad thing. Like, oh, you're hideous now. No, I just mean, like, it's disorienting for a moment. It's like, whoa, are you the same person? Ew. It's finally over. And I can take a break, and then I'll have to practice using the spell cards again because the timing is so hard to get right. It is extremely, extremely precise. If you're doing it like a bunch of times in a row, you still mess up a whole ton. But in, like, an actual battle, then you aren't doing it a million times in a row. So it's a lot more likely that you'll mess up. Or maybe this doesn't apply to anybody except for me. Who knows? All I know is it is extremely precise, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to do it again next time. But right now I've been recording for an hour. I'm done. I'm good. I beat the second story. This is going to take a lot longer than... Well, there might be less stories. Who knows? Well, who knows. I always say, who knows, and then I realize that, like, the only audience that actually watches my videos are the kind of people who know way more about the series than I do. So I could be completely wrong, and you could be saying, yeah, you're completely wrong. Or I could be right. But I don't know, and that's the important part here. I have no idea. There we go. Is it okay? Just leave it like that? Okay. Wait. Oh yeah, that was a 1cc! Haha! Even on easy, that's impressive for me. I just instinctually hit yes. There we go. That works. I like games that have replays. It's just that extra little touch that makes the game better, in my opinion. Like, I could open up Hopeless Masquerade, Urban Legend in Limbo, or Antinomy of Common Flowers, and watch, like, the entire fights of every single fight that I've done. Well, I'm just gonna leave this on the background while the video fades out and I say goodbye and everything, but I'll probably just skip it. I'll probably just close the game when I end the recording. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Which might be immaterial missing power. It could be. I mean, you know, only time will tell. You won't know until the next video comes out. The world is full of surprises, so really, does anybody know? But yeah, I'm still gonna have to finish this game one way or another. It's likely going to be on easy because I have no idea how I'm going to even get to the final boss on, like, normal. I wouldn't mind doing the final boss a couple times, like, have tried over and over again with, like, in normal mode. But there is absolutely no way that I'm going to get to the final boss without using a continue on normal. As I kind of, like, sort of mentioned in the part where I was skipping through trying to get back to where I was, this game pretty much has an extremely easy mode where everything is super effortlessly done. And then there's impossible mode, and impossible mode. The 4 difficulties of immaterial and missing power. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!